Hello, and welcome back to my channel, or thank you for clicking on this video. For those of you who don't know who I am, my name is Galaexius Quasar, and today's video is going to be how to make YouTube channel art and that pesky banner in the middle that doesn't seem to want to be in the middle on your phone. But first, if you haven't already, be sure to go ahead and click the little subscribe button at the top right hand of your corner if you'd like, and hit that big boy because you are in for a surprise with this channel. So anyway, let's get to it. So the first thing that you want to do is figure out what are the sizes of the YouTube banner art. So basically you want to go into google.com and then type in YouTube banner aspect ratio, and then boom, it tells you stuff you don't understand. But then you're going to hit images because pictures are better at relaying information. So then you're going to hit this guy right up top. So it was the first picture, and it tells you everything you need to know. Tells you how big the entire channel art banner is going to be, which is 2560 by 140. It tells you how long the desktop is going to be, which is 2560 by 420. Tablet, 1855 by 423. And then the desktop minimum and mobile, which is where we want everything to be centered, is at 1546 423. Okay, so then you're going to go ahead and download that big boy, okay? So I already did it, so I don't need to do it again. Also, if you don't have either of these two, Canva or Photoshop, go ahead and download those because you are going to need them. I find these incredibly helpful for almost everything I do for YouTube as far as images go. So I will give you a moment so that you can go ahead and go over to your app store and type in all those things, Photoshop and Canva, and then download. So then once you've downloaded those things, what you're going to do before you even open the apps is take a picture of something in horizontal. So make sure your phone is horizontal, and then just take a picture. Alright, so now what you're going to do is you're going to go into Photoshop that you've downloaded. I'm going to drag these up here because I like things nice and neat, and then go into Photoshop. So most likely, if you don't have Photoshop on your phone, you are going to have to sign up. So sign up, pause this video, do what you need to do, get a snack, and then come back when you're done. Alright, so now that you're done, let's go to that photo. So now, this should be a pretty large photo. It should be like 4038 by something. I have no idea. But what you're going to do is you're going to hit down here the crop button. So I'll hit it again. So the crop button right in the middle here. And you're going to scroll all the way to the right. Honestly, it has YouTube channel art already on here, but this is not the correct aspect ratio. Don't even bother. Just go to custom. Go all the way to the right and customize that stuff. Alright, so it's 448 by 3036. I was close. Alright. So, you're going to type in that aspect ratio that we found on Google. Where's my Google? Here it is. So it is 2560 by 1440. Let's go back. 2560, 1440. Remember that for me. And then what was that? 1440. Okay, apply. Boom. Now it has been cropped to the size of the YouTube banner. Alright, so then to save that, just pop over from the crop button to something else, like back over to the filter thing, whatever, and then you're going to export it. Okay. and save to gallery. Don't forget to save to gallery, yeah. Alright, so now we're going to go back and we're going to crop this one more time. Custom. Now we are going to, you know, there are two ways to go about this. You can totally either leave it the full length. You know what? No, we're not going to do that. We're going to do it the right way. We're going to make it 1546 by 423. All right. This is honestly going to be the easiest way to do it. Okay. So, what is it? 1546. Come on. Oh crap, it's locked. Alright, and then you hit apply, and now it should be cropped to the center piece of the banner, which is where we want everything to fit perfectly, and we don't want it to be cropped out, and we want our entire banner message to be clear and crisp and right there, you know what I mean? Alright, so go back, save that, and you're going to export it, save it to gallery, photo's been saved. Okay, so then you're going to go to Canva up here. You're going to hit Canva. Now, if you haven't ever used Canva, it's going to make you sign up with your email or something else, but do your email. Okay, so I'll give you a second. How long is the video? 6 minutes. Cool. All right, so now you're going to type in YouTube channel art. Now, you can use any of these, honestly, but it's better to go blank. Alright, so we're going to start editing something. So there's nothing to edit, but if you hit the blank background, choose that first picture. Or you know what? Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Alright, then what you're going to do is, sorry, pardon. You're going to add image. You're going to hit that little plus button again. And then you're going to add image. And then you're going to add the image that you had cropped to be the smallest center piece of your YouTube channel art. And you're going to add, look at that. Look at that. It's fit to ratio. Hold on. Can you see that? It's fit to ratio. That is amazing. Okay, so now here's where everything starts to get awesome. So now that you've made sure that everything's lined up, you can go ahead and choose a photo that you want to be like the background of stuff. Alright, so I chose that picture. That's my background. Okay. So, to make this look even more dope, you're going to hit the background again, and then you're going to go over and hit filter. Now, don't mind any of these, as they are cool, but, yeah, no. Go to advanced filter. Then, you're going to scroll down to blur and do this. Look at that. Look at how dope that looks. Okay. Kind of want it a bit more blurred. Just a bit. And then add some contrast. Lower some brightness. So it looks a little eerie. Save it. Now, you're going to hit that middle piece. And let's say you want to use the same photo that you used as your background for your center banner piece. I'm going to hit the same picture that I used. And I am going to crop it, size it to how I want it. And you do that by tapping it. And then you hit check. And we're going to go back. Alright. So don't worry if you feel as though you made the banner, the center banner, out of whack. You can easily fix that. But what we're worried about is making the banner first. Now, I want to add a little bit of blur to this as well. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to here, we'll go back. So let's say we're not on it. I'm going to hit the picture that we're trying to edit, and you're going to hit filter up here, advanced filter, and then go down to blur and blur it some more. So I don't want my centerpiece to be as blurry as my background piece, because I do want a bit of mystery and detail to be viewed. So I'm just going to have a little bit of blur. And then I'm going to brighten it up, put some contrast in there, make it pop, because colors are awesome and I freaking love colors. Give it a little bit more saturation. Okay, we're done with that. And then go click out of it by clicking around it or something to get out of not being selected on any of the photos. And then you're going to hit the plus button. You're going to hit text. Now it has some selections of, you know, preset text in however you want. Let's say you want something that looks very professional. So what we got to do is select that. I don't want it to be bold, so let's get out of bold. I also don't want it to be, you know, all caps, so unhighlight the AA. And we're going to type in my name. It is Galaexius. And it's whatever I want. Lifestyle. Makeup. And, of course, madness. Okay. So I'm going to change that to white because, you know, stylistically, it's more pleasing to the eye. Now, I'm not going to go and show you, like, selecting all the different fonts and, like, how you want everything to look. But, yeah, that's basically how you do that. Now, touching upon making sure that your banner is back to the, you know, the aspect ratio that is proper to upload. Go and hit out of that by selecting, like, the darkest part, like, in the middle where image and gallery is. Go to the plus button. Go to image. Now, if that little downloaded aspect ratio thing that you got off of Google is not there, hit the square picture button. And for Android users, most of the time it's gonna be like somewhere like on your recent or something, and if it's not like on download, just go over to that little 3-bar thing, go over to your downloads, and then select that picture. And then what you're gonna do is stretch it so that it is the size of the screen that we're editing. It doesn't have to be completely perfect, but I am a perfectionist. It's gotta be a little perfect. Okay, that's as perfect as I can get it. Alright, so now once it's completely stretched to your liking, you're gonna drag it down just like this. And what you're going to do is you're going to make it so that you can see where the aspect ratio lines up and where your photo lines up with the aspect ratio. And then what you're basically going to do is do this tedious little thing where you're just going to resize it. I'm going to make sure it's in the center. It's got this little cross that and it locks to make sure that it's in the center so there's no mistaking it. And now look, although I'll scroll it, oh crap, no. Dang it, I completely ruined this, hold on. Oh, Jesus. Sorry guys, ruining my own video. Alright, so it's stretched enough and centered, and so now you can see that your banner is just about the same size of the aspect ratio banner. So if it's still not to your liking, you can always go ahead and re-edit it as soon as you can get it. Let's move this text out of the way. You can do that. Right, let's do this. Stretch it a little bit. Okay, awesome. And then if you're not exactly happy where your photo is when you are stretching it, you can click your photo and then you can just drag it around to where you want it. Because, you know, sometimes stretches be like fucking shit up. Alright, so anyway. So now there's that. It is now just about the same size, and now what you're going to do is you're going to bring the aspect ratio page back over, make sure it's, you know, stretched well, it's in the center, we're good, and then you're going to drag down one of the sides, and we gotta fix this because my big sausage finger is stretching things. Alright, there we go. Cool. Fuck. Alright, come on, finger. Jesus. Alright, make sure it's in the center, and then drag it down. Now, your banner doesn't have to be the exact length of the, you know, 1546 by 423. As long as it is stretching out a little bit, that's what you want. You know, you want that entire space covered. And then just drag it down a little bit more. Make sure it's in the center. And you're going to take your text and you're going to place it wherever you want it. You can size it however you want it, and it snaps back in the center so there's no mistaking it. Alright, so let's just say that's how I want it. Let's get rid of this. So now that we've sized everything to how we want it, we're going to save it. Now, how I like to save things to make sure that I can get them out of my, you know, picture inventory when uploading these to YouTube is transferring it to Photoshop. So I'm going to hit the downward pointing arrow, and it's preparing my design. It's basically downloading it, and then it's going to bring me to this page. It might not always do that for you, so you'll have to select share, but then when you select share, it gives me the option to share it to my Photoshop, so that's what I do. It's totally convoluted. Don't save. But that's how I do it. So now, this is the exact aspect ratio of your YouTube channel art, and everything is nice and centered where you want it to be. However, for some reason, my blur did not appear on the middle piece, but that's okay. Like, it sometimes, it's also glitchy, so don't worry. Like, Canva is a bit glitchy. You know what? Just for safety measures, I'm gonna give it a bit more blur because it is only 9. Okay. Sorry. Okay, well, again, it's glitchy. But anyway, so you're going to export that bad boy. Boom. Okay. So now the tricky part about editing your channel art on a cell phone is that YouTube does not let you, the app, at least for Android users in my experience, does not let you edit your channel art. See, I've tried, there's just no way. It does not let you. So what you're going to do is you're going to open up Google, and you are going to go to youtube.com on Google, and you should already be logged in, but if not, go ahead and log in, and then go to that little bloop there. Actually, no, I'm lying. Sorry, I didn't brief myself before this video. Alright, go to your channel. You're gonna hit your channel. And then you have access to your banner. So look at this. So you hit the banner, and it's going to pop up with this little tiny pencil that your sausage finger has to press, but you can scroll into that. And then you're going to hit Edit Channel Art. So, now, you're going to go and select a photo from your computer. Going to go to Files, and everything is on recent for this, so everything that I just did is going to be right up top. So I'm going to go and hit what I just edited and put to Photoshop. I'm going to upload it, and look at that. Look at that. There's your channel. There's your banner. That's what it's going to look like. Everything's perfect. Okay. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up and feel free to subscribe. I hope this helped you. Alrighty, have a good day. Bye.